What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we're talking about what I consider to be one of the greatest issues with Classic WoW, Season of Discovery especially, and that is your favorite good friend, bots. They are a major issue, and I want to show some footage and show or talk a little bit about the issues that bots to the game bring, and my personal takes on how Blizzard could potentially at least slow down the botting, because it is getting absolutely insane. Now, before we do so though, big thank you for all the support on the complete gold guide for Season of Discovery. The support has been absolutely insane, and that's so cool to see. I'm so glad that the ones out there that decided to pick up the guide are enjoying it. And I'm super excited to keep on updating the gold guide, because that's one of the perks. Like, by picking up the gold guide, it comes with every single update done to the gold guide for free. So whenever we dive into phase 2 of Season of Discovery, I'll update the guide to work with that phase, and I'll send that update to everyone on their email for free automatically. So if that sounds interesting, you can find it linked down below in the description. Now, I was going to go and do a gold farm in Duskwood, and while I was there, I encountered something very interesting. Roughly 60 dwarf hunters with black boars. There was like arrows shooting everywhere. It's like I was on set of a Lord of the Rings movie. It was absolutely insane. They all had, they were all guildless. Well, 99% of them were all guildless, and they all had like these black boars charging everywhere. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was impossible to get a tag on any mob because of these bots. It was absolutely mental. Now, obviously, this brings in a lot of concerns and a lot of issues to the game. Firstly, it's really annoying when you're trying to level your alt and like this locations like this that's tied to a quest, and it's impossible to get a tag because there's so many bots just killing absolutely everything. And they are focusing mobs that's a part of quests, because quest mobs are a part of a dynamic respawn. Because if a lot of people try to level at the same time and they kill mobs, Blizzard wants those mobs to respawn faster so you can actually finish your quest. So naturally, that's a good place to farm gold as well, because the mobs are respawning fast. So that's super annoying. The biggest concern is definitely what it is doing to the economy. What happens is when you have a lot of toons botting on your realm, getting access to a lot of liquid gold, is that it leads to inflation, right? Gold is worth less, which means that when me and you go out in the open world and we farm specific materials, the prices on those materials aren't really that good. They're quite low because the materials are being botted, right? And they can farm more than they can sell. So the prices just goes down drastically on those. Now, it is good for everyone that is personally buying gold. Like, if they go and they just buy their gold and they can access materials and items cheap because it's being botted, hooray for them. Absolutely great. But for the average guy playing WoW, botting is a big issue. It's harder to make gold. It's still, like, not impossible to make gold, but it's harder. Like, you get less gold for the time that you put into the farms, and the bots are ruining markets. So how could you possibly solve this, though? This has been an issue for 20 years, and it's no secret that bots are making Blizzard millions of dollars a year. They can't neglect that. If you ask Mr. Bobby Kotick if they make any money off the bots, he's not going to say no, because that would just be a straight up lie. They are paying for an active subscription, and you see when Blizzard, they do these Wowhead news that they've banned 150,000 bot accounts, right? That's 150,000 accounts that has an active subscription. And it doesn't matter if they're paying for this subscription through WoW Gold, like converting WoW Gold into Battle.net Balance, or like buying a WoW token and converting that to game time, or if they swipe with a credit card to get game time. Because at the back end, there's someone who has paid for that with real money. If someone buys a WoW token to get gold in the game, they have to buy that WoW token with hard-earned cash. So every single active bot that has an active WoW subscription has been paid for. So Blizzard is making a lot of money on this. So I'm not saying that this is some kind of Illuminati stuff that Blizzard wants to keep the bots in the game so they can make lots of money. Absolutely not. But it is kind of weird how Blizzard can't control these things. Like, if I, as a random dude on the internet, can go to Duskwood and find 60 bots, imagine what an active game master can do. I'm not sure if you guys remember the game masters, you know, the old and gray people like me who's played WoW since it came out. We remember game masters. They were actively in the world. They were talking to people, checking stuff out. Now, imagine if you just had a couple of people, just a couple of people in each region. So a couple of people in NA, a couple of people in EU that were active game masters, and their main priority was to shut down the bots. Like, if I can see all the bots and all the farms they're doing, Blizzard can surely do it as well, right? So why aren't they? Well, that issue has been addressed in the past, and Blizzard has been asked about it. And the response was something in the lines of, well, if we ban the bots too fast, they will just adapt, right? They will just find better ways to avoid getting banned. They will just keep on developing their bots to the point where we cannot detect it. Kind of weak answer if you ask me, because if you have a game master in the open world, you can easily nudge someone to see if it's an actual bot or a real person. So you don't need to depend on any software program to detect the bots that way. You can just straight up go to the world, the open world, and you can see it for yourself using your own eyes. So kind of weak. I definitely think that the solution is active game masters. Sure, they would have to hire people for that. But in the end, it would make the gaming experience for us people just heaps better. But I do understand that every solution is not doesn't come with no backside. There's always going to be something, but there has to be something that can be done better than this. There's active Discord bots, like Discord for bots, with the developers developing these bots, and they're programming the bots for specific farms. So there's a lot of bots killing like wolves and spiders in Duskwood, for instance, right? And then people would go in the Discord and they were like, yo, I've noticed that you can farm these murlocs in wetlands, and they can drop the iridescent pearl, the pearl needed to craft like the pre-raid bis blacksmithing, leatherworking, and tailoring item. And then the dev was like, sure, no problem, I'll program the bots to work on that farm, right? Boom! The pearls go from 6-7 gold each down to 3 gold each, and that's the story of every single good farming location. So it's really annoying. Maybe it's just me, but I would love to hear your input about how bots affect you and how Blizzard could get rid of the bots, or at least lower the amount of bots to the point where it's not a huge impact on the game. So please, if you have the time, leave a comment down below in the comment section. And that's pretty much it, in my opinion, on bots. And goddamn, we got to get rid of them. So thank you all so much for watching this rant video. And if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to check out the complete gold guide for Seasonal Discovery, linked in the description. But that will be all. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.